everyone. My name is Nia Johnson. Today I will be interviewing Amani Dees and on her occupation as a paralegal. Can you explain what your occupation entails?
So as a paralegal, a lot of people think that you're a lawyer and you can actually defend people. Paralegals sometimes can sit in with lawyers and help aid them information or they'll go over casework, help with chain of custodies, just like small work that the lawyer doesn't want to do, like front work. Most of the time paralegals do more in-office work, so they do a lot of paperwork, calls, scheduling meetups, dropping things off, because there's a lot that goes into investigations, trials, and stuff like that, so it's just really tedious work.
Okay, and what sparked your interest in pursuing this career?
So, for me personally, I think it's the closest thing that I can do towards my career goal. So I actually do want to be a lawyer, so it does give me that taste of being in the courtroom and working closely with lawyers and people that do what I want to do before I actually do take that step and go to law school and complete my degree.
And what are some qualities that are essential for your line of work?
I definitely would say time management because, like I said, a lot goes into it. There's a lot of reading, there's a lot of researching, just a lot of things. So being able to manage your time is very important because work does go home with you. So yeah, I would say that time consuming as well. So managing your time outside of work as well. I would say that's just the number one because I think anyone can do it if you want to.
And what about traits or characteristics, you would say?
I would say strong. There's a lot of personalities in this kind of field, so if you're, a little
timid,
it's really not the profession for you. You can be, but I just think that since there are a lot of big sharks in the firm world, it is very, I don't even want to say vicious, but it can be. It's fast, it's mean, so yeah.
And what does a typical work day look like for you?
A typical work day starts at like 9 a.m. with paperwork, returning calls, emails. If there's a trial that day, getting together files that would be used to defend or prosecute whatever side we're on that day. So just really getting ready, they're setting the tone for the day.
Yeah. And are there any misconceptions about your job?
No, because it definitely is as hard as everyone says. It's not easy. It's not that it's hard, it's just a lot of work. Let me say that. Because I'm not doing as much work as the lawyer, so I know it's harder for them, but it definitely is a lot.
A lot of grunt work.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give someone that wants to pursue this type of career?
I would say just do it. Everyone wants to be in these kind of fields nowadays, so I feel like there's always somebody looking for somebody, so search up that application and fill it out. And just be yourself in the interview. It's not hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, as someone who has experience.
Yes.
And then, what would you say is a high and a low of your job if you had to choose one thing that you love about it and one thing that you hate? Or not necessarily hate, just don't like so much.
I love just seeing it, the law put into play, because a lot of people don't really understand that it would sound better for them to say that it's to protect the people, but it's really not, in my opinion, in a lot of other people's opinions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of loopholes, and like I've seen people get off because a paper wasn't filled out correctly or the chain of custody wasn't filed correctly, which is insane.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting to see that, if the job is not done correctly, then you're putting other people's lives at risk. So I think it is a very important job. I would say the negative thing is waking up early. And like having to have full-blown conversations with people early in the morning. That's really it.
Well, thank you for coming today and interviewing with us.
Thanks for having me.
I loved having you.
Yes.